Hello. I am going to do a 2026 plant tour. Every plant that I've got, I'm going to give you a tour. So this is my front entrance, okay? The front entrance, I have frangipani, okay? Fan aloe, a couple of native New Zealand palms. I have this fig. So we got this fig when it was literally less than a quarter the size of this, and it's now massive. I don't really care about this season, but I think next season is going to give us some good fruit. As you can see, it's just about noon, and this area gets a good amount of sun. So I put some chili plants here. Here's our kaffir lime leaf. Here's also a lime tree, which I'm going to repot. So I've just done a series of repotting limes and lemon, and I will do this one as well. I have mystery orchid. Pretty orchid, look at that. Mystery orchid. But it looks nice and lush. This is my front entranceway. Australian umbrella plant. Look at that. I forgot, I can't even say the species of this, but I'm sure you can find that in Google. I've got some Venus flytraps in the front. I've got kalanchoe, velvet succulent. I have an African milk tree. You saw this in my other videos. I've got some bonsai jade trees. I've got elephant foot, which is dormant right now. Look at that. I don't remember all of the scientific names, okay? So just give me a break. Bear paw succulent. Look at that, another. There. Now, we have a crown of thorns, but it's the one that starts with a D, I think. It's like a super thick trunk. And then I have this one, which is the millii. I have Euphorbia amak. Beautiful plant. Fucking, I love this one. I love this plant. Then we have these echeverias. This is tongue succulent. Love it. And this is another echeveria, also known as old man foreskin. Lots of succulents. So you saw the repotting of this here. This is a rescue. You saw that one. Another aloe. This is a gift from my wife's colleague. Here's a gasteria. This jade plant cost me $1. Someone just wanted to get rid of it. I actually bought it for the pot. But to be honest, it's an awesome plant. Look at it. It's all gnarly and like ancient looking. I love plants that look ancient. This is my Monstera project that I showed you before. This one, scorched leaf, but I'm trying to harden it for outside. So I don't care if the old leaves die. I don't care if it dies. I just want to see it harden. This one here is hardened already. This minima, Monstera minima or something. Yeah. Okay, I'll take you inside. I've got a variegated gum tree. I've got a variegated ficus. I've got pothos. This one here is a beautiful one. The light comes so it's a perfect spot for it. Pink princess. Now this pink princess has full pink leaves. Look at that. I've got a few Hoyas. I've got the bear paw or tiger paw begonia. This is a nice little plant. Cost me like $5, but it's friggin' cool. There's another rescue. I forgot the name for it. Doesn't matter. It's cool. I don't really care what it's called. It's cool. And then this is my Monstera project that I showed you. It's doing well. It's doing well. The new shoot is dead, so it needs to obviously revive itself and then regrow it. But that's fine. It's still alive. The leaves are alive. It'll probably take a couple of months for it to actually grow new leaves, right? But look at that. Can you see that? It's a little, shit, I can't see it. There, look at that. A little nugget. It's already growing. Now this is orchid. This is philodendron something. It's actually started out with a clipping and 3 leaves, so it's doing quite well. Let me take you through to the games room. The games room, actually let's go to the, oh, there's my wife there, I'll do it later. She might not want to be in the clip. So this is the one that I showed you before, the Pothos project and the Brazil. Okay, so this is my pride and joy, this room. We have a Dickia silver. We have Pachypodium brevicaule. We have different euphorbias, pachypodiums. Oh, I love this one. I actually got myself a trellis for this one because it's a vine and it's heading towards the sun. So I want it to climb up this way so it spreads itself out more. The more leaves get the sun, the better, right? And I have all these. Pachypodium. This is my desert rose. This is my desert rose experiment. I had 3 desert rose. I took a giant chunk out of the trunk and I grafted 3 trunks together. Each trunk is attached to another in 2 spots. So there's 2 attachments of each trunk to each. Yeah, anyway, you know what I'm saying. So all 3 of them are attached to one another no matter what. This is an awesome plant here, Euphorbia decarii. Decarii, what is it, how to say it? There's another one. Here's a variegated thingy. Here's Pandora, you've seen that before. Here's a succulentum. Here's a sundersai. Here's a cotyledon. Cotyledon, is it? Cotyledon? Such a cool plant. Such a cool plant. Here's a gayi. There you go. Oh, what happened to the flower? Oh, the flower fell. What the hell? What the hell? Okay, well, that's interesting. The flower of the cactus decided to fall. Oh well, whatever. Here's a queen of the abyss. That's a species. It's an orchid. And then here's my other ones. So I'm going to replant this. I'm going to repot this next season. This one here. And I'm going to pull out the stump so it gets more gnarly, okay? But not right now. Let it settle and let it grow more. Here's a super kabuto. Lots of pachypodiums. I'm a pachypodium freak. There's a little red stress cactus. Look at this thing. It looks like a butthole with hemorrhoids. Here's what kind of species again? I think it's a brevicaule. Let's have a look. I forget now if it's a brevicaule or a bispinosum. Sorry, let me just have a look. Oh no, this is a brevicaule, and this is the bispinosum. My mistake. And here's more. And then little Pachypodium inoctanum seedlings. But they're growing nicely, growing beautifully. Yeah. There's my air plants. Showed them to you before. Okay. Terribly backlit. Here's my carnivorous New Zealand native sundew. Here's another philodendron, extremely variegated. This is growing super well here in the sun. Lots more air plants. So I can't even, it's too hard for me to, yeah. Okay, now let me take you to the bathroom and the lounge. This is a monstera by the toilet, so as you poo, the CO2 from your poo feeds it directly. Here's another pothos. I'm going to restart this, as I mentioned before, and I'm going to restart this as well. Here is my Spanish moss above the bath to make it feel more natural. And then we have the lounge. There we go. So we have monstera by the window. We have Syngonium elbow. It's tall. It's really, really tall. It's about 70 or more. It's about a meter. There you go. And it's fully established into the moss pole as well. So the roots are all intertwined in there. It's fantastic to see. We have this philodendron, I think silver. I forget now. I forget the name. Some sort of silver philodendron. I forget the name. I don't really care. It looks cool. And then we have the Begonia ashura. One of my favorites. And then we have this ridiculous monstera in the corner of the room. There you go. So I arranged it specifically so from when you stand here you see it and it's really imposing. Here is my corpse lily. This is a lily that smells like a corpse. Here's a fat boy. Here's a monstera Thai constellation. Okay, so this is a new leaf. This leaf just sprouted. So they're cheap now. These things go for $50. This is a monstera stanleyana. Obviously, it's not meant to be hanging. I thought I could get away with hanging it, but it's not doing very well hanging, like it's getting leggy. See, not very bushy. So I'm actually going to replant it into a pot and let it climb vertically on a moss pole. So I'm going to film that project too. This is a monkey mask. Look at that, looks nice. This will hang nicely. Great leaf growth. This is, I forget what this is. It doesn't matter. I don't know, it doesn't matter what this is. And then I've got this vine over here. And then we have the kitchen. So I have a couple of calatheas. They actually didn't do very well until I moved them here, which is really weird. I think they need bright light and quite a cool temperature, not too hot. I have some exotic hybridized orchids. I got them as babies, so they were cheap, but I underestimated the time it takes for them to grow. So it's really testing my patience, but that's okay. Silver squill. I've got another euphorbia over here. It's growing nicely. And this is a Pachyra aquatica. And that's it. That's my plants. That's the plant tour 2026.